Hi, it's Jim Owens here to talk to you just briefly about some ideas that will help you be a better sales coach or better salesperson. I've been coaching and leading salespeople for more than 30 years, and I've identified three things that I think are really critical to being an effective salesperson and to being an effective sales coach. So if you'll pay attention to this, I think it'll help you. Before I even start about that, though, let me talk about one thing. You have to pay attention to the relationship. The relationship that you have with your customers, with your prospects, is essential to your success as a salesperson. So with that in mind, the first thing I'd tell you is that people who aren't successful as a salesperson or as a coach either aren't getting enough appointments or they're not teaching their people how to get enough appointments. So the first question I would tell you to ask yourself is, am I seeing enough people to be successful in the job I'm in? The second question really is, am I seeing the right kind of people? Am I seeing people who are both willing and able to buy my product? Do they have a need? Having a need is not sufficient to buying a product or a service or advice from a particular sales type person. It is essential that your clients have the ability to become a buyer and the willingness to do so. So pay attention to whether or not the people you are talking to actually have that. Are you just seeing people because they're willing to see you? If you are, perhaps you're spinning your wheels and there's a lot of noise in your sales activity. The third thing I would tell you is that salespeople are often their own worst enemy. They don't recognize the differences in behavioral styles. They don't recognize how people receive information, and they sell out of their own personality. They sell out of their own perceptions about how they would buy and why they think the client should buy, rather than how the client actually makes decisions to buy. So as you're going through this process, ask yourself, am I my own worst enemy? As you identify your prospects, as you prepare for your call, as you go there to make that appointment, as you write an email or make a telephone call, whatever it might be, you really have to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? How do I sound? How do I plan? How do I participate and engage the prospect? So I think if you'll do all those three things, I know I've found these things to be a helpful reminder. I have to remind myself all the time that that's what's important to be an effective salesperson. And I bet you'll find it helpful too. I'm Jim Owens with these sales tips, if you will. I hope you'll have a great day. And if this has been helpful to you, I hope you'll let me know. Have a good night, good day, good morning, goodbye.